Okay, absolute values. Set up and solve two equations and then use the 4 steps. Now, with an absolute value, remember the absolute value of a number means it's the distance from 0. So if we think about number 1, we're going to set up two equations, and the first one's pretty easy because there's two numbers that I can take the absolute value and get 5. If you think about it, one of those numbers would be 5 because 5 is 5 units away from 0. The other number is -5 because -5 is also 5 units away from 0. Now if we look at example 2, it's x plus 3 equals 4. That may not be as obvious to some of you. So what we do is we take what's inside the absolute value, so x plus 3, set it equal to the number 4. Now we also know the absolute value of -4 is 4, so we also have to set what's inside equal to the opposite of this number, so -4. Then we solve it. So the variable's on the left hand side, it's not by itself because of plus 3, so I have to minus 3 from both sides. So I get x equals 1. Or, again, x is on the left hand side, it's not by itself because of plus 3, so I have to minus 3. -4 minus 3, signs are the same, so I add and keep the sign, -7. So there's my two answers for that problem. So example 3, again, I take what's inside, so 2x minus 4, equal to the number on the outside. Then I set what's inside equal to the opposite of what's on the outside, so -12. So here, variable's on the left-hand side, it's not by itself because the 2 and the -4, so the opposite of -4 is add 4. So I get 2x equals 16. Then I have to divide by 2 and get x equals 8. Now I still have to solve this equation. Again, the same steps are going to be on these, so I still have to add 4 to both sides. It's just now I got -12 plus 4, so signs are different, so I subtract, which is 8, keep the sign of the bigger number, which is the 12, so it's -8. Then I divide by 2, so I get x equals -4. So I got x equals 8 and x equals -4. Example 4, so I've got 3x plus 8 equal to 26, or 3x plus 8 equals to -26. So again, variable's on the left-hand side, not by itself because of 3 and the 8, so I subtract 8 first and get 3x equals 18, then divide by 3, and I get x equals 6. Again, same steps, so I'm going to subtract 8 first, and get 3x equals -34, and then divide by 3. Now again, since 3 doesn't go into 34 evenly, and there's nothing I can do to reduce it, I just leave it as -34 over 3.